Hi, Gitch. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Great. It's so great to see you.
It's great to see you too. I'm missing you.
You're so funny. I know it's been a couple months since we saw each other last at the Commerce Center, but how's everything? How's the family?
Oh, it's good. You know, the kids are crazy. Thank goodness they're back in school.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, just it's crazy as usual, but you know.
You work too hard.
Oh my gosh. So thank you for meeting with me today.
Of course.
I know your time's extremely valuable, but I've been really looking forward to seeing you again and talking to you more about your business, Dentsply. I really admire your products. I've been doing a little bit more research since we last met, and I'm just really impressed with them, honestly. Like, I hope that my dentist offices where I go, you know, buy your products. They just seem like one of a kind of the market.
That's right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, we're trying. We're trying to get in the business. We hope people love our products as much as we do.
So I guess one of like the main reasons I'm here today is I just want to remind you, like, I want to be a resource for you and for Dentsply. So at any point during our meeting, if you have any like questions, feel free to stop me and ask away.
Okay.
Do you mind if I take notes during our meeting?
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, cool. And also, is there anyone else that needs to be here today in the meeting that you want to address?
Yeah, today it's just going to be me in here.
Okay.
But I definitely want to take the information that we go over and run it by my finance and accounting guys.
Okay.
So I'll talk to them later.
Yeah, okay, perfect. So before we begin, I want to go over a quick agenda with you today. First, I want you to really walk me through your sales process, what the Dentsply reps are doing, and then I want to show you how NetSuite could potentially improve the Dentsply process, and then maybe in the future, you know, talk about the possibility of us partnering up and really creating kind of a dynamic duo here. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, great. So is it alright if I start off and go ahead and ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Alright. So as I mentioned, one of the main reasons I am here today is I want you to help craft your sales reps' pitches in a way in order for them to be as successful as possible and help you effectively sell your instruments.
Okay.
So I want you to tell me how you have your reps deliver the pitches to the dentist's office, because I know, as you told me and from my research, Dentsply has some of the best known and established products in the industry. So I really think we can use that information to our advantage and leverage that information and just, you know, really go with it. So first, how are your sales reps doing? How do they go about giving their pitches? Do you have any strategy? Walk me through that.
Yeah, let me start. Our reps, they're divided up according to our territories within the region.
Okay.
And it calls on the dental practices, see if they're interested, try out for a demo or trial. As far as what they do, they kind of go in there, they just talk about like our main points of Dentsply, like about how it's cordless, like just what's great about it. But we don't really have like a uniform strategy. We allow that to be up to them.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we haven't been successful so far. A lot of people say they love our product, but they're just on the market, too expensive, come back in a year. So that's a common problem that we run into, unfortunately.
Okay. So have you ever heard of spin selling by Neil Rackham?
No,
Okay.
definitely haven't.
So it's something we use at NetSuite, and something I really think that, you know, we believe in, and I think Dentsply could really use that. And I think it would not only help your reps sell the dental products by talking about the features, but as well as focus on the benefits and really prove to your customers that your products are solutions to their problems. So the best way to show that your products will provide them solutions is through asking questions that build these implications and consequences so that the dental offices see that buying Dentsply products are the only way to like ease this pain.
I mean, that sounds all great and all, but I don't think I'm not qualified to teach my reps anything about that, about spin selling. Do you think you can give an example of like a pitch?
Oh yeah, of course. Okay. That's why I'm here.
Oh, Lord, the best.
So the first part of spin selling is situation questions,
Okay.
where you ask a few basic questions to get the best understanding of the business. So, like for example, one would be, what dental instruments are your hygienists using currently? And so you don't want to ask too many of these situation questions, because most of these your rep should be going out and doing their own research.
Okay.
So they, before even going into any of these offices. So they shouldn't ask too many situation questions. Then the next one, it's called problem questions, where you ask the dentist office any issues that they may be having with their current products. And you definitely need to line up a lot of problem questions, because some of them might not work out. The dentist offices might not see that they have a problem.
Okay.
So for example, a problem question would be, are your hygienists experiencing any problems with their current dental instruments? It seems kind of basic and straightforward, but it'll really get your customers to see that they are having these issues and they need something to deal with them.
Okay.
So then this is the most important part. You have implication questions that build off of the problem questions. So you should always have a few implications for each problem question. You told me at the Commerce Center that the cost of replacing an average dental office with new Dentsply instruments is, you said $23,000, is that right?
Yeah, that's usually the cost.
Okay, so what we need to do and what we need to focus on is demonstrating to these dental practices that this $23,000 cost is entirely outweighed by the cost of the consequences with not using your Dentsply tools. Okay, so what we can do is discuss some of the ways that your reps can effectively develop the need for dental practices. And then we can, explain the problems and costs associated with not using the tools, to explain how these costs add up much more than the $23,000. So at the dinner, you kind of tell me a little bit about the products, the Dentsply products, and you said that they're extremely cordless and lightweight. So could some of these benefits that your products have, could those address any of the problems that your customers have if they utilize these tools?
I think so. Let me tell you, something that we run into a lot, that we see, going to these dental offices, that's my company, is absenteeism, though.
Okay.
A lot of people, it's frequently that the hygienists have to take a day off because they're either getting sore hands, sore wrists, even carpal tunnel syndrome. Yeah, it's really hard to work with the tools that they're currently using because of all the cords. They have to hold their hands at weird angles, and sometimes they even have to retire early. I think the average, if I had the number right, is 49. People retire
at age 49.
At age 49.
Wow, that's young.
And they still want to work.
Right.
But their hands are just so sore, and I really feel like Dentsply products would solve that. It would change the industry.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. So, and you just convinced me, and I think that's great information to use and work with, because these dental offices are having those problems. So those will really definitely support the need for the Dentsply tools. And then so once you have your reps explain this and really build on that pain, your dentist offices will confirm those facts, and you can really quantify the hygienist absences with real numbers. So, clearly, absenteeism, early retirement are two of the consequences or costs that dental practices incur because they lack your revolutionary products. So, what do you think, absenteeism, for example, how much would you say that costs a dental practice per year?
Let's see. There's a 50% premium.
Okay.
To get the floating dental hygienist, people that fill in. They're temporary. They come in for the regular hygienist. They can't work.
Yeah.
And their average salary is around $70,000.
Okay.
But with that premium, it's about $105,000.
Okay.
A year, and that's just for temporary ones.
Oh wow.
Yep. So those costs do add up pretty significantly.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, okay, so that's great information to use. And so by asking those implication questions I told you about, those are definitely the most powerful and they'll draw the most pain from your customers. So you really want to make sure your reps focus on those questions. And then finally, you bring in your solution by asking need payoff questions, which highlight the value or importance or usefulness of your solution to the buyer's problems. So once you ask all these questions, you'll be drawing your buyer to state an explicit need, which then they'll tell you, you know, I really want to act on this need. I really need to buy this product. Okay, so I know that was a lot of information about spin selling, and it's a little overwhelming at first, but do you think that could maybe lead eventually to a better relationship with your clients and ultimately more sales?
I mean, yeah, I definitely think so. Like, thank you so much for showing me that. I don't know if our reps even ask questions.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. So you have this new spin selling technique. You're going to teach your reps, you know, to deliver these new pitches. So once they deliver the pitches, then where do you guys go put your information in the system?
We just use Excel, nothing fancy.
Okay. So why do you guys use Excel?
We use Excel mainly because, you know, a lot of people understand it in the dental practices that we work with. That's what they use as well. So it's just something that everyone knows, makes it nice, simple information, easy to transfer.
How's that working out for you guys?
I mean, at least on our side, it hasn't been going as well. We've been experiencing some few problems. Our reps are spending 2 hours a week trying to put all the information in there, organize it, summarize it, doing other admin tasks, and then our district managers, I think they have to spend about 10 hours a week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, working on that, trying to pull all the information together, and then it's sent to me, and it's hard to digest. It's kind of frustrating. I hate it. It's my least favorite part of the job, and it makes it hard to project our sales and our sales margin. And I'm constantly butting heads with finance and accounting. Looking forward to talking to them, but we are constantly in conflict at odds.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
So, I mean, I'm sure that sounds extremely frustrating for you, for your reps, your district managers, to be spending all this time on admin work. And so do you think you guys could be doing anything more productive with all that time that's lost?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Our district managers could even be implementing sales techniques, improving. Our reps could be generating new business, following up with old customers, current customers. There's a lot of things we could be doing in that time.
And you mentioned that, you know, it's hard to project your sales and margins. So do you think there are any implications if you happen to incorrectly project those sales and margins for the company?
Oh, yeah. As a global company, we make about $4 billion in revenue. And our region, our district, is one of the bigger ones, so we usually make about a quarter of that. So about $1 billion.
So if you incorrectly project something, you know, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, we're dealing with a lot of dollars here.
So just like wondering, curious, have you guys tried to use any CRM systems in the past? Why are you not sticking to any of them? What's up with that?
I mean, we've tried a lot. They've been clunky. Our reps and managers haven't really liked using them.
Okay.
So they don't want to use it. They don't see the value. It's still been hard to track sales. It's expensive. It's just been a lot of problems. So
all right.
we just kind of gave up using Excel.
Well, do you think I could come over to your side of the table and show you NetSuite? Because I think you guys would really like it. And from what you're telling me, you know, I think it could be beneficial.
Yeah, sure. Come on over. I have an extra seat right here for you.
I have a quick, you know, little demo I put together for you guys, so we can just get your hands on the computer and I'll show you around. So, as you can see, you know, this is the homepage of NetSuite, and I just want you to go ahead and you can click on the customer tab right over there. And this will just be easier to keep track of all your customers. Your reps, you know, don't have to spend as much time trying to figure out where your where they are with their admin stuff. And over here is a forecasting tab.
Got it.
And so this is just a sample forecast I made. So you can just, type in, you can go to a month, a year, click on any of those. And just, you could see, play around with it. So this is definitely a great tool to just like forecast your sales and margins, so you know that that's not going to be incorrect and you're going to miss out on hundreds of thousands of dollars.
So I'll see past sales, current sales, and it'll forecast?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And it's very user friendly. It won't take much time at all for you guys to learn. We'll come in, help train you guys with it. So I really think that could be something that would be beneficial for the company to kind of see. And do you ever find that like dental practices are having trouble keeping up with their patients and their clients' information?
Yeah, I'd say so. From what I heard with the reps, when they work face to face with other dentist offices, they're pretty jumbled. I'm sure Excel isn't working for them.
Right, because you mentioned you use Excel because they use
Excel,
right?
Just to keep it easy.
Okay, so like kind of going towards like looking at the future, like I really think that maybe like NetSuite and Dentsply could partner up and work together with these dental practices and utilizing NetSuite, and you guys could have a congruent system and really work together.
I mean,
how does that sound?
I mean, that sounds cool. Definitely forward thinking, and I like that.
Yeah.
But I'm a little hesitant. A lot hesitant. We've used plenty before. They're expensive. And I see that's easy to use. But,
yeah.
I mean, I have to ask, like, how much is this going to cost?
Okay. So I knew you were going to bring that up.
Yeah.
So I wrote out a value equation for you. And so, like you told me, your reps spend about 2 hours per week working on admin work, call reports, and you have 80 reps. And so, they make $170,000 per year. And if you do all this math here, as I laid out, that you're paying them over $161,000 per year to spend 2 hours per week.
Wow.
Just doing admin call work that NetSuite could do for them. And then if you go down here, you look at your district managers. So they make $240,000 per year, and so they spend 10 hours per week working on trying to get all that information together. You have 8 reps, so you're spending over $113,000 per year, paying them 10 hours per week. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of money. And so those two together are over $274,000 just spent on admin work that NetSuite could easily do for you guys.
You're right.
And then also you mentioned your global revenue is over $4 billion, and your district makes up about a fourth of that. And so even if you're off a couple, it's okay.
It's been a long week,
It's a lot. These numbers can be boring, I know.
No, it's good to see this. It's really good to have this laid out.
So like even if you're off a couple percentages, that's hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
And then so now I want to bring your attention to the value of NetSuite. So NetSuite is $129 per sales rep, so I included yourself, 89 people, times 12 months out of the year. So for a year, it's $137,000. And so that value compared to the cost that you guys are currently facing, I mean, I think the math speaks for itself in that you will be saving yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Is everyone in the company going to be able to have access?
Yes, definitely.
So there's a lot of visibility.
Yes.
Okay.
Your whole
awesome.
company will be seeing the same numbers, and
Even
it's all
finance?
cloud-based. Even finance.
Yeah,
so they'll believe you,
Okay.
We're arguing with them.
Perfect.
So do you think that maybe, I would love to see us in a long-term partnership? So I'm going to email you everything over that we discussed today. I know you said you want to talk to your finance and accounting people, and maybe I'll check in with you next week and see what everyone thinks about it.
Yeah, that sounds good. I know this is definitely a big step for us, so I don't know if I want everyone.
Right. Okay, I was going to mention that to you. Maybe we can start it out with a few reps and see how that goes.
Okay.
And we can definitely just start small and see how that goes. And because I know it's a big change, and
definitely.
I want to work with you guys and customizing everything to make sure it's the best.
I think this is something we can consider. Hopefully, it goes well in the short term.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, I'll email you, and then we'll set up a meeing for next week.
Okay. Yeah, I think that should work.
Okay.
Next
Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, yeah.
Okay.
That should work.
Perfect. Well, it was great seeing you
Yeah,
again, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, safe travels. Watch out for the rain.
Okay.